Defense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 87 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Running left is Sermon.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike 59, Mike 59.
And Lance now to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. He hits Adams, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let him in.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, and that's a tough one, because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender... was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
On the counter, Sermon.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Lance escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield.
3rd down here.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Lance now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On first down, Mitchell, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They set up the screen for Sermon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him, and he turns it into really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Caught on a slant.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, but that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Forced out to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance, he'll find Sermon out of the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that,
and obviously we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.